Yes, hello, members. You are most welcome once again. As usual, Saddam Hussein, your mathematics teacher, and I hope you enjoyed the previous lesson. And today is another interesting lesson that we are supposed to learn together and follow. So for those who are still finishing up something little, you hurry and come, pick your pen, your pencil, your book, set and rulers. Come and we move on. Remember, mathematics is cheap. It's supposed to be part of your life. It's supposed to be your daily food, and everything will move on well. Once again, you are most welcome. So, we want to look at integers. Something very simple, how to add and subtract integers. We have been looking at addition and subtraction right from the lower classes there as we moved on. But now when we reached primary 4, primary 3, we realized that there's some kind of complicating integers and we are supposed to move on like that. After looking at this, we shall also look at something on how to add those complicated numbers using a number line. Hope you should not miss all these lessons so that you can develop your own skills, you can develop your own talent, and things will be very nice here for you. Now, we want to look at these examples when we are adding and subtracting integers. For example, if you have this number and they are saying add negative 6 minus negative 10. Add negative 6, plus, here's plus, negative 6 plus negative 10. When we are looking at this number, remember I told you when you are adding, you already have something on your hand. We are topping up, putting together, just topping up. For example, here you already have a 6. And remember in the previous lesson, we told you that integers, when we are talking about negative, in a real life situation, those are debts. Those are debts. You already have a debt of negative 6. You get me, right? A debt of negative 6. This is what I'm meaning. A debt. This one, not date. Not date, but debt. You already have a debt of negative 6. And someone comes to you, tells you, my brother, do you know what? I have an issue. I need some money, but I don't know what I can do. And you being a helping brother, you being a good brother, you move ahead to go for another borrowing. The borrowing here is again negative 10. You have a debt of negative 6 or a debt of 6, you are going to go ahead to add another debt of 10. So if you have a debt and you're adding a debt, what happens to you? Your debts must increase. I hope I've explained something here and I want us to move together. You have a debt of 6. You go and add a debt of 10. Do your debts reduce or increase? Your debts must increase. That's why I want us to explain this thing very well and then we move on. Negative 6 plus negative 10, they are all debts. Yes, this is negative 6 plus negative 10. This is a debt, this is also a debt. So, when you're handling it mathematically here, this negative 10, you put it in the bracket. Don't do this system. Some of us still have this system. I am refusing it in the strongest terms. This system of making this positive and negative circle, and then you change it. No. I am saying no, and it is not the right way of doing things. That's why I'm always giving you the no part and the yes part. What is rejected and what is wanted, so that we are able to move on well. I told you when you are with me, everything will always be possible and you will learn. So, you have a debt of 6 and you are adding a debt of 10. This, why we have put the bracket, this one will be multiplied by whatever is in the brackets. Yes? such that this negative 6 remains standing. Then this positive times negative, when we're introducing integers, remember, multiplying similar signs give us positive, and multiplying different signs give us negative. So these are different signs. It should give us a negative. So this is now minus 10. But remember, from my explanation, I told you that if you already have a date of 6, you go and add a date of 10. The date must always increase. You have now got the answer, you know. The dates must always increase. Now, these negatives, when we are using what we call a mind map, I want us to be very careful here. Learners, let us be very careful. And those who are also helping those learners, let us be very careful and follow this. This is what we call a mind map. You can have positives here, you can have negatives here. So that any positive which is there, you come and align it here, those positives. If this is a positive 6, you align it here. If it's a negative 6, you align it here. So the first one here that we have is negative 6. So you come and put under negatives. You align them. These are negative 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Under the negative sign, this is what you call mind map. I told you it is the simplest way to help you out on how to handle these numbers. So when you already have negative 6, you also have this negative 10 now. So you come here and put under negative. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. These are all negatives. I told you this person had a negative 6 or had a date of 6, went ahead to add on a date, and that's where he is standing now. Under positives, we have nothing. So what you're supposed to do here, you come and count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So here you have 16. But remember, they are all negatives. Now when you come and conclude, say therefore, negative 6 plus negative 10. You conclude with the original question equals to negative 16. I told that when you have a date and someone comes to tell you also go and get another date, your dates will always increase. Negative 6 plus negative 10. I hope as we are moving, you are recording in the minds. I told you my tricks are very simple. I want children to understand, not to cram. Copying the example may not help, but when you cram, it will not help you. Understand it. So that when I give you exercise, you just move on, rap, and everything will be done. Of course, you will perform very well. So this is example 1. Remember to keep the order as I've told you. Now when we go to example 2 here, I want us to look at something still under the same. Now what if we are given to add, this time it's a positive 10 plus negative 12. We are adding positive 10 plus negative 12. Positive 10 plus negative 12, we are supposed to also follow the rules. What I told you this time, this person has already a positive, so there's something at hand. He has 10 shillings in the pocket. Then he goes ahead to add a date. This time, he's not adding a date on a date, but he's adding a date on a positive. But the positive that he's having is small. He has a positive 10 and is adding a date of negative, a date of 12. So, what are you supposed to do here? As usual, this is 10 plus negative 12, you right? Then you put this one. I told you put this one in the bracket. The last integer here in the brackets with its sign, so that you have positive 10. This positive times negative, I told you similar signs give us positive, whereas different signs give us negative. This is 12. Now you have now positive 10 minus 12. What you're supposed to do as usual, you come to your mind map. You have positive here, you have negative there. I hope we're moving on well. Yes, I want us to move on well so that things are okay. Now, under positive, this time you can see this 10 is positive. So here we have positive 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Then this one is negative 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Now we have it in both sides. Are we going to write the two answers there? No. We shall pair them up and we see where something has remained is where our answer is. So pairing up is by crossing. 1, this one moves with this one moves with that, this one moves with this. Like that, in that order, so that we can see what remains. You can see positives are over. But under negatives, you can see we still have some things left. How many are they? There are 2. So your answer here is going to be 2. But in the side of negative, so we have the original question was positive 10 plus negative 2 equals to negative 2. Plus negative 12 equals to negative 2. You can now see how simple these things are. They are not hard, by the way. When you follow the ruling, when you follow everything, things become perfect. And you will always be able to perform time and again. You will find yourself moving on. You will find yourself adding numbers. You will find yourself dealing with very simple numbers here, and things will be okay. That is example number 2. Now, in example number 3, it is when they give you positives, like positive 3 plus positive 4. That one you follow the right order of addition. Then you have been adding in base 10 from the start because they are all positives. If they are all positives and they are adding, they will always increase. As I've given you, positive 3 plus positive 4 gives us positive 7. Positive 30 plus positive 50 gives us positive 80. Just like that. But where the tricks involve negatives, that's why I've handled that. Now, you will try these few numbers as we prepare to go for subtraction of integers. As we prepare to go for subtraction, this one we majorly handled addition. Now, you can try these numbers. You can try to add part A, negative 30 plus negative 12. Then part B, negative 10 plus positive 30. Then part C, positive 15 plus negative 17. Only 3 numbers, and they are simple, by the way. Actually, the last one here is positive 17 plus positive 4. Now, these are all positives. The answer will just increase, and it will remain a positive. So these numbers are simple. Don't think they are very hard. Those who are helping you people at home there, the learners, should always guide you through and follow how I've done my work. Thank you very much once again for attending. Prepare for subtraction of integers. After this, you will get the next video for subtraction of integers. Then we'll look at number lines and everything will move on well. Thank you very much. May the Almighty God bless you for me, and I wish you the best. Thank you once again. Saddam Hussein, your mathematics teacher.